Mint Game Network, Vanguardian TV, Vanguardian News. Rest in peace to DMX. Um, you know, you get, you just don't really have words when it's really, pronounced, so to speak. People's prayers and well wishes and just the energy trying to formulate this spirit that his soul can latch onto while he was in his week of transition, I would guess. Death is an intricate part of life. We shouldn't fear death because once you're born, you ultimately have a date to die. And, some people can accept it. Some people, it's difficult, of course. DMX was a man of talent, of inspiration. He was a man of the people, a man with flaws, a man with gifts, a man with integrity. Did he have his issues? Yes, like all of us do. He was dealing with his own demons. He dealt with them. He met his hurdles head on. It's a disappointing day in that regard. It's been a disappointing week. It's been that cloud of, like I said, in a state of transitioning to the afterlife. And it's a very difficult day today. And I want to, my condolences go out to his family. His youngest child, I believe, was 4 years old. Exodus by his fiance. And it's a very, very, very difficult week for them, for the hip hop culture and world. And man, he was 50 years old. He was intelligent. He was bright. He had charisma. He had a style about him. He was fair. He was honest. Very honest. Brutally honest. And he spoke his truth. He spoke his mind. And that's what we loved about him. So, he's searching for words and answers to it all, but I have to accept it for what it is. It's just the process of life. And man, he was, I last saw him on Drink Tramps. And he was just full of life, energy, engaging. He was very, he was DMX. he was himself. And like I say, man, when you have these vices and issues that your demons that you deal with, and it really is one day at a time. That's all you can do. It's one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, minute. So all I can do is I played a lot of his songs. Well, I played primarily. I played "Slippin'." I love that song, and it took a lot. It took a lot to listen, especially after he was officially you know pronounced dead, that we know now. So it was tough, man. It's a tough week, and man, he's gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed a lot. He has some. His music inspired many people, man. Millions. I remember particularly there was some footage, and he was at a when he was performing at a concert, and they had a crowd shot, and man, the energy in that crowd was just it was just a lot of people, sea of people out there getting hyped on DMX, and he brought that energy to the stage. As you know, he like I said, he has difficulties. He had his troubles, but everybody was rooting for him. You know, he was like he just was enduring to us, and so that's the impact that I'm always going to remember with DMX is that his energy, his honesty, his assessment, his hip hop wisdom, his lyrics, his growl, and I'm gonna miss that dearly. So, if you're out this weekend or whatever, just revisit his music and you know keep his family in your prayers, and those of his close friends, man. Just be there for his family and respect their privacy, and just celebrate his life. So DMX was a very spiritual young man. Um, in the game coming up, I remember listening to his first album, and I was on my way up to New York, and I was just listening to it. Incredible album, and his debut album, and it was just that when I heard the news. Actually, when I heard what happened last Friday, I didn't hear it till Saturday, um, and mid morning. I didn't know anything about it, um, and when I heard the news, that was the first thing I thought about was my journey up to New York at that time, and listening to his album. Like for the 100th time, and but this was particularly when he first came out, when he first his debut album, the first about a month after, and I'm telling you, it was I was hyped. He had that prayer. He was talking to the Lord. He gave you a prayer, man. He was talking to the devil. He was he was a unique guy, and he's gonna be dearly, dearly missed. So it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. So just keep him in your prayers, and if you haven't checked out his body of work, his music, his films, try to revisit them, or look them up. Um, and just bump it and keep them in your, like I said, keep them in your prayers. Keep the family in your prayers. So let's make Game Network. I'm out.